Hello learners, in this lecture we will see what is gel space ratio and how do we understand that. So far we have understood from Duff Abram, right? Even in the chapter 2 we had seen that what Duff Abram told us. According to Duff Abram, the strength of concrete depends on the water cement ratio as told by Duff Abram, and also we have seen the graph for that water cement ratio and the compressive strength. So but what actually happened, so there are few limitations to this water cement ratio law, and few people argued that I mean few people in the sense, the researchers and all way back in 1920s and 30s argued that whatever the law he has given Abram for water cement ratio can only be called as a rule and not a law, right? So this is a situation of Duff Abram right now, because all these years we have been understanding that this is whatever law he has given, it is good. But now two or three different researchers have finally come to a conclusion that uh, whatever he's telling is not correct, and there are a lot other factors which actually depends on the strength of the concrete. So when they are telling, there should be some reason behind that. So what all are the factors that actually affects the strength of the concrete? So they stated that the strength at any water cement ratio depends on the degree of hydration of the cement, its chemical and also the physical properties. This is the first thing what they are telling. They are also telling that it also depends on the temperature at which the hydration is going to take place. They also tell that the air content in case of air entrant concretes. When we make use of air entrant concrete, we'll try to see this in chapter 5, where we understand what is air entrant concrete. So there also the air content matters, and also the change in the effective water cement ratio and the formation of the fissures and the cracks due to bleeding or the shrinkage. It also depends on the extent of a crack that happens. It depends on the shrinkage and lot other factors where my strength is going to affect. So what Duff Abram told only on water cement ratio, but these people have given four other points and told it all depends on this category, right? So that is why they are telling that whatever he has given, it can be a rule. Okay, water cement ratio is a one rule for that, but you cannot tell that it is a law, right? Now, since these people have told that these are the factors, they have to validate, right? They cannot simply tell that. So for that, what they told is, instead of relating the strength to water cement ratio, the strength can be more correctly related to the solid products of hydration of the cement to the space what is available for the formation of this particular product, right? So who are those person? Their Powers and Brownyard have established a relationship between the strength and the gel space ratio. So these are the people who gave that and told this is how you can relate it. So a gel space ratio is defined as the ratio of volume of hydrated cement paste to the sum of the volume of hydrated cement and that of capillary pores. So what formula they have given is that this is the formula what they have given, that is S is equal to 240 x cube, and this is the theoretical strength of the concrete, and this is an empirical formula. They might have done a lot of research and all, and finally this is the empirical formula what they are giving, where S is equal to strength of concrete, X is the gel space ratio, and this 240 is the intrinsic strength of the gel in Newton per mm square. So with the help of this, we'll try to find the theoretical strength of the concrete. So along with that, they are given another two formulas, that is calculation of gel space ratio for the complete hydration. If you're doing a complete hydration, then my gel space ratio is equal to volume of gel divided by space available, and this volume of gel will be 0.67657 C upon 0.319 C plus W naught. And the next is calculation of gel space ratio for partial hydration, which is equal to volume of gel divided by space available. And this is the formula what we have here. We have C, but here we have C and alpha, and here we have 0.319 C alpha plus W naught, right? Now we'll try to take up one problem on this, and we'll try to solve how it has to happen. Yeah, so we'll take this as an example. So it's written, calculate the gel space ratio and the theoretical strength of a sample of a concrete made with 500 gram of cement with 0.5 water cement ratio on full hydration at 60% hydration. So first for full hydration, we'll try to do it. We'll do in this way. Yeah. So for full hydration we'll take, which is equal to, for full hydration, what is the formula given? Full in the sense complete hydration. So this is a formula what I have, 0.657 C upon 0.319 plus W naught, right? Now what is C? C is the weight of cement in gram, and W naught, this W naught is the weight of mixing water in ml, right? let me write it here. C is the weight of cement in gram. Give me a minute. Weight of cement in gram, and W naught is what we have. This is the volume of mixing water in ml, right? So how do we approach after this? So how do you get this answer? We'll try to do this as well. So this is equal to 0.657 is clear, it's a constant, into C. C is the weight of cement in gram. So what is given here? 500 is given. So try to do this. So 0.657 into 500. C is 500, weight of, divided by 0.319, 0.319. C is given. C is again 500 for us, weight of cement in gram, plus W naught. So W naught, water is not given, right? So but we know that water cement ratio, I'll write it here, water cement ratio is equal to how much? 0.5. Now we know water cement ratio, we know cement content. If I cross multiply this two, I'm going to get the water content. So we'll do that, which comes out to be, I'll keep 0.5 as it is, into cement contains how much for us? 500 gram. Multiply this by 500, and whatever you get, no, that will be in ml. Let me try to do that. 0.5 into 500, it comes out to be 250 ml. So this 250 ml. Now plus 250 is what you need to do. I'll repeat it again so that it becomes clear. So what you need to do, 0.657, multiply this by 250, multiply this by 500, because that is the weight of cement given. You divide it by 0.319 into C. C is again 500 for us, weight of cement, plus W naught. W naught it's not straight away given, so we have to put the we know that water cement ratio is given. If water cement ratio is given, cement is known. Ratio 0.5 into cement content is 500 gram. If you multiply, you get 250 ml. So that is the water. You plus 2, you add 250 there, right? And if you do this calculation, you end up getting 0.802 manually. And here also I'm getting 0.802. You can say it as 0.8. Now the theoretical strength of the concrete, we know from the previous slide, we have seen that what these people have given is that 240 into x cube, right? And where x was the strength what we saw. So this x stands for this only. So what is the x here? X is 0.8. So 240 into 0.8 whole cube. If you do that, you're getting 123 megapascal is the theoretical strength of this concrete, right? Yeah. Now similarly, try to do it for the partial hydration. That is 60% is partial hydration. The formula is given here for partial hydration, and this is how it is given, right? So try to do the same thing here. Only the thing is, it's a small mistake here. Make it as alpha. Alpha is missing here. That's it. So again, 0.657 into C. C is cement content 500 gram into alpha. So this comes out to be, yeah, 0.6. Why it is 0.6? Because 60% is the hydration what is given, no? So it has to be, the alpha is at 60%. Yeah. Then you divide it by 0.319 into cement is again 500 gram into 60, because 60% is given. If 70 was given, then we would have taken 70 here. If 80, 80 would, 0.8 we would have taken, plus 250. 250 we know from previous calculation, that is W naught, water cement ratio is 0.5, right? So do this calculation, you get 0.57. So this is what we are getting. Now to find the theoretical strength of the concrete at 60%, we need to do 240 into x cube, where x is this value for us, 0.57 cube. We are getting 44.4 megapascal, right? So in this way, we need to do the calculation, and based on that, we can say this is the strength of this particular concrete on so and so hydration. If it is a full hydration, this is what we get. Partial hydration, in the sense, it depends what percentage they are asking us. Yeah. Yeah, I hope these things are clear. You got an idea what is gel space ratio, how it has to be understood. So we'll see you back in the next lecture.